Warning, this is Jake's first walkthrough of Katawa Shoujo and is going down Emi's route. Some contents may be inappropriate for kiddies.
Hey everybody out there in YouTube land, Jake and OneManBand is back again with more Katawa Shoujo. And I guess we're officially down Emi's route right now, even though I was hoping that I'd go for Hanako or Lily's route, but you know what? Emi's good. Emi's a good second, third, something like that. Anyway, but it's better than 6, right? Because that's what it says on the screen. Anyway, let's get rolling with it. I opened my mouth to respond shortly before processing what she just said. That's Shizune's line. She's not here, okay? Emi watches my face for a few moments before bursting into laughter. Sorry, I couldn't resist. It was just too easy. Yeah! Why did I agree to run with you again? Emi just laughs harder. She takes a hold of my forearm and tilts it, allowing her to get a better view of my watch. Her face changes the moment she sees the time. Oh no, we'd better get a move on his show. Class is in an hour and I need to shower. I should probably do that as well. You probably should. You don't want to be stanking up the classroom with your man stank. I need to see the nurse too. Maybe he'll write me a note for being late. Why do you need to see the nurse? Emi points to her prosthetics as if that would explain everything. It's important to check for irritation. You know, from sweat or friction or anything. That makes sense. I guess I would have to. Normally I only go after practice, but if we're going to be doing these morning runs, I guess I'll see him twice a day. Wait, so Emi has only started doing these runs since I showed up? Man, why? Why? Well, why exactly? If it's more convenient for you to run with me at a later time, don't be silly. I've been meaning to start running in the morning for a while now. But if I don't have a partner to run with, I'd be less likely to keep up a routine. It's always harder to blow off a commitment if you're going to let someone else down, you know? It is harder. It is harder. So you'll be my running partner for the mornings. We'll both need the exercise, so it all works out. Do you think? Yeah, perfect. Did it have to be me, though? Yeah, it did, because that's how the writers wrote it. Well, I guess I can't complain too much. Emi's pretty fun to hang out with. And she's right, I do need the exercise. Doctor's orders, even. Emi waves a quick goodbye to me. Right, I'm off. Come have lunch with us, okay? What? Lunch, you know, the meal in the middle of the day. Come have it with us. Where? On the roof, silly! With Rin. What? At lunchtime. This guy's an idiot. He's probably still stuck on the whole sex comment. Yeah, but I sort of felt the need to ask all three for completeness' sake. Emi laughs and grins. I don't think I've ever seen a girl smile so much before. Not bad, Hishio. See ya. Pew! And she's gone. With that, she takes off like a shot for the school building. I guess she's going to see the nurse first. I hurry back to my room and hop in the shower, only to find that the water takes a while to heat up. The shock of cold water nearly kills me. That would kill me too. I managed to warm the water a bit and spend some quality time feeling my muscles loosen. My heart, surprisingly, feels less bothered by the run. I suppose that's a good thing, even if it does make me feel a bit of a wuss. I mean, at least I'd had an excuse beyond I was out of shape if my heart were bothering me. Guess I'd have to keep this running up, otherwise I'm sure Emi won't let me hear the end of it. Sure do hope Kenji doesn't come at me naked again. It's only after I get out and dry myself that I realize that I've only 10 minutes left to put on my clothes and get to class. That's plenty of time! Crap. It's plenty of time. The hand of the clock finally set me free from the tedium and yet another fun-filled class. Wow, we just skipped that. Okay. Getting up from my seat proves to be more of a problem than I anticipated. My legs are killing me from the morning's run. I feel like an old person. Maybe doing this with Emmy isn't such a hot idea after all. Still, the run gives me a hell of an appetite. More white people! I'm halfway down the hallway to the cafeteria when I remember that I've got my lunch with me. My parents saw it fit to provide me with some pre-packed stuff when I moved in, and a good thing too. The hallway is packed with students heading for the cafeteria. Going back is like swimming upstream, but I've got an appointment to keep on the rooftop. It takes me a moment to find the staircase leading up to the rooftop, but I'm willing to bet that Emmy and Rin aren't up there by now anyway. In fact, I think I saw Emmy among the bodies in the hallway heading for the cafeteria. Again with the creaky door. Should belong in a horror game. I step out the door to the roof and take a deep breath. The fresh air blowing against my face and body almost make my legs hurt less. And there's Rin! Maybe if I'm upside down. Whatever it is, you should definitely do it. Part of me wants to be surprised that Rin's already up here. What's that going to accomplish? Things in the clouds. Couldn't you just look at them right side up? Rin rolls her eyes in something approaching exasperation. Then I want to get a new perspective. Is upside down really a new perspective? Aha, that catches her off guard. Rin looks pensive. You must have a point. You may have a point. Maybe sideways. As Rin lays down on the bench and looks at the sky, I give up. Oh, hello! Give me a heart attack. Fortunately, Emmy chooses the moment to burst through the door carrying 2 bags. She nearly takes the door off the hinges. She'd probably kick the door open if she had legs. Sorry it took me so long. There are a ton of people in line. She drops the first bag in front of Rin and takes a seat on the bench next to her. You buy Rin's lunch for her? Sometimes, yeah. I'd have Rin buy my lunch for me in return, but I'm not sure how she'd carry it. Plus, I never buy her lunch. If Rin's offended by Emmy's comment, she doesn't show it. Emmy sniffs. How ungrateful of you. I'm not sure whether the two are joking with one another or if I'm witnessing the beginnings of a cat fight. Nah, no. They seem too good of friends to do that. The two girls stare at one another for a few tense moments before breaking into smiles. Hey, Emmy, do you think being upside down is a new perspective on things? Didn't I already have this conversation? Yeah, but you're a man. You don't know anything. She's talking to her girlfriend right now. Emmy looks thoughtful, apparently giving the question some thought. After a deep and profound pause, she speaks. I have no idea. Well, at least she's as lost as I am. Hey, Hishio, you're coming to the track meet, right? Why? The question comes out of the blue and catches me off guard. I don't know yet. Honestly, Hishio, after I went through all the trouble of letting you run with me in the morning, you won't even show up to my track meet. Wasn't she the one who asked me to run with her? Actually, she didn't even give me a choice in the matter. Wait, no, I didn't say that. She beams at me as if I'd just agreed to give her $1 million. Wait a minute, but we're in Japan. They use yen there. Why would it say $1 million? It doesn't matter. So you will come after all. That's great. I didn't say that either. I'll be going too. So I'll make sure he comes to me. Good idea, Rin. Maybe we can get some food or something after the meet's over. I feel like I've just been conned, but not by these two. More like by some outside force pushing me irrevocably toward my destiny. He's breaking the fourth wall right now. Or maybe I shouldn't read books that feature conspiracy theories so heavily. Otherwise I might wind up like Kenji. And is that so bad? I'll leave that up to you. Still, I suppose that I've got to show up now. I don't think that I could stand another against both of them being disappointed. I never hear the end of it. When is it again? Next week, silly! I just told you a few days ago. No, you didn't. I would have remembered. I forgot? Well, you won't forget to come, though, will you? Of course I won't. Especially with that face. I'll even make a note on the calendar or something. Rin nods sagely. That's probably a good idea, you know. Unless time changes, of course. Unless time changes. Because that just happens. It can do that? Rin gives a uncommental shrug. Well, I mean, there's no proof, but... It hasn't yet, but you never know. Yeah, you never know. This time, it's Emmy who gives a shrug. I suppose it can't be helped if it happens. Not unless you're a time traveler or something. You don't actually think that that could happen, do you? I don't think we do we? Rin shrugs again and seems to be her default that seems to be her default response to everything. Sounds like me in high school. I suppose not, but I reserve the right to change my opinion at a moment's notice. For Rin, this statement makes a disturbing amount of sense. The fact that I realize this now frightens me a bit. I wonder if Emmy gets this feeling all the time. If she does, she's not showing it, though. Emmy merely nods. As expected. What's that supposed to mean? This time, it's Emmy who shrugs. So I'm just observing this whatever this is. You better be eating, or else you're gonna run out of time to eat, bro. It's like she's using Rin's own weapons against her. Your response is the sort of thing I'd expect from you. That's all. Am I really that predictable? Emmy smiles, seems to border on gloating. Nah, it's just that your unpredictability is pretty predictable. Well, that's alright then. See? See, you didn't even have time to eat your lunch. 'Cause you're listening to people talk. That's why you don't talk. You eat first, then you talk. I don't get a chance to see whether Rin's being serious or not as the bell rings. I didn't notice the lunch period slipping by at all. Hanging out with these two was far too interesting. Emmy jumps up and a look of panic on her face. Oh no, I need to stop by my room and pick up my notebook for the next class. Don't you wish you had a time machine now? Yes. Rin seems rather smug as she delivers this line. Like she just won an argument. Emmy ignores Rin's comment. Sorry, Hishio, but could you make sure our garbage gets thrown away? I usually clean up myself, but I've got to run. Sure, no problem. I got this. Emmy darts away with an urgency. I'm starting to expect from her. I don't bother asking Rin why she couldn't help, because she's got no arms, that's why. She already seems to be preoccupied with something else entirely as she wanders off. She has to worry about clouds. She's probably used to Emmy taking care of cleanup, and for some reason I doubt Emmy's ever raised the issue with her. Cleaning up from lunch doesn't take long, so I have plenty of time to toss our garbage and get to class. Back to boring class. Misha greets me with a wave and a devious grin as I walk through the door. Hey Misha, good to see you. Didn't see you in the cafeteria, Hishan. Yeah, I decided it was too crowded there. Misha grins gets even wider. Oh really? Are you sure you weren't participating in an a rendezvous? Well, what? What are you talking about? Well, you were on the roof, right? With both Rin and Emmy, no less. You Casanova, you. Nothing! Why must you think things? You have a dirty mind, Misha. I wasn't doing anything. No, we just had lunch, that's all. I mean, there was barely even enough time to eat, let alone do shenanigan stuff. Misha burst into laughter, drawing the attention of several of my classmates. Wah! You're so adorable when you blush like that, Hishan. She gives me a She gives me a wink. The stupid words. Don't worry, your secret's safe with me. There's no secret. Oh? Misha seems disappointed and then brightens up again. Time will tell. I don't know what the hell she's talking about, but blessedly our teacher comes in and the class starts. Thank you, Matau. Thank you. Another day of class has finally dragged itself to a close. You know, I kind of like it how it's like class is now just like it blows right through, because you know those would be kind of boring to go through every single day. Unexpectedly, I managed to stay awake for the whole day. I'm pretty sure that counts as a miracle. My legs are unwilling to stand up for a moment. I guess the run took a lot out of me. You're really out of shape, bro. I head down the hallway and make my way to my room. I sit down and half-heartedly chip away at my homework for a while, feeling like a vulture picking at a particularly unsavory carcass. I know what that's like. I've seen a lot of vultures picking at roadkill and such. It knows this is what it eats, but it's not sure that it shouldn't be ordering takeout instead. I don't think I can take this, but it's important to get my work done. Now let's see, what am I supposed to be looking over again? Math, probably. I know it's a losing battle, but I fight it anyway. Halfway through my math homework, I put my pencil down. Dude, guessed it. It's math. This isn't working. I need a distraction. Unfortunately, my options of distractions are rather slim. I'm not in the mood to read right now. Kenji is usually out of his room at the moment. If I go to the student council room, I'll just end up doing work for those two. Oh yeah, Shizune and Misha. And heaven only knows where everyone else is, except for... I suppose that's an option. I grab my shoes and head for the track. Emmy's probably down there. As she probably would be. Wonder how long I've been going. Alright, I'm back. Track practice is just ending, and I arrive at the track. The sun's beginning to dip low in the sky. Has it really gotten that late already? Probably, yeah. What are you doing down here, Hisho? Well, I came to see you, girl. What do you think? Come to spy on me, have you? Yeah? Yeah, I watch you, you watch me. That way nobody can get the upper hand. I give a shrug. To be honest, I'm not sure why I'm down here. I didn't have anything better to do. I figured that's about right. For a moment, Emmy is the only person I can think of who I could visit. So, I'm your last resort, am I? Yeah, you kinda walked into that one. You're not supposed to say things like that, Hisho. Nobody cool around, so I'll just go see Emmy. Is that what you thought? She actually looks angry. A chance for some teasing is my only, of my own presents itself. Actually, yeah, I guess you are. Emmy pouts, widening her eyes and gives the maximum amount of puppy dog resemblance. Kidding, I was kidding. So, you are down here to stalk me. Wait, what? That's not what I meant. Why would I stalk you anyway? It's not like you require stalking. And besides, it's not like Hisho can keep up with her anyway. Because it's funny because she runs. If you're not asleep or in class, you're down here, right? Emmy laughs at this comment. Well, you're not all wrong, I suppose. But you forget about eating, I do that too, you know. I nod, conceding the point. Plus, I hang out with Rin sometimes too. So really, I might take some effort. I might take some effort to stalk. What do you two do together anyway? You don't seem to have a lot in common. She puts her hands on her hips and assumes a superior air. That's what you think. I've got all sorts of hidden hobbies, you know. Hidden hobbies? What kind of hidden hobbies? Oh, really? Like what? Emmy puts her head to one side as if trying to remember what it is she does in her free time. Well, run? Well, Rin and I go out shopping sometimes. You're just like every other girl on the face of this earth. Except now you can drag me around and make me pay for everything. I guess that makes sense. Emmy's a girl after all, but Rin's a girl too. Rin comes with you? We'll usually swing by the art supply store. Plus, she thinks this music store that sells all. She likes this music store that sells all kind of weird sounding stuff, like a techno. Blah, 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 probably. She says it helps focus her. That makes a little more sense. I see. Any other hidden hobbies? Emmy wags a finger at me. Now, why would I go and reveal all my dark secrets to you? We hardly know each other. We've known each other for like a week. Well, I guess that kind of counts as hardly knowing each other. Somehow I think that's all that Emmy has in the way of hobbies. Still, I don't think my question's been answered. Even if you do have a few hobbies, I still don't see why you hang out with Rin so much. I mean, she's kind of weird, isn't she? Well, yeah, but that's the best kind of people. This comment causes Emmy to laugh loudly. Ha! That's the understatement of the year. So why? I mean, you're a lot better at conversation and stuff, so I figure you'd hang out with a lot of people. But I think I've only ever seen you with Rin. That's because Rin probably understands her the best. Emmy seems unusually defensive. Hey, I hang out with plenty of people that aren't Rin. You just don't see me doing it because I'm not in your class. Okay, but that still doesn't explain why you hang out with Rin. You keep coming back to this question, and I don't think she wants to talk about it, because she's kind of giving off that vibe. I'm not even sure why I want to know this. I guess it's because lunch was so strange. Emmy shrugs, looking for a moment very Rin-ish. It's because we have similar outlooks. Outlooks? If you were to ask me the least likely answer to my question, that would be it. What do you mean? It's like... Okay, Rin paints and stuff, right? Yes, okay. I'm not sure where this is going, but continue. Well, I run. And that's why we're similar. Female logic, everyone. Makes perfect sense. Okay. Shizune's not here. You lost me. Emmy frowns as if trying to figure out her answer. Well, maybe it's that we do things for the same reasons. Huh? You know, we follow our passions. So you're passionate about running and Rin's passionate about art. Is that it? Well, sort of. Let me think. Well, Rin explained it to me once, but I don't know how much of it I followed. Not surprising. I think any explanation from Rin would probably confuse anyone. Need some water. Now I can talk normally. She says we both chase after an extreme. Like, she's always trying to find a new way to show a particular feeling or something, and I run because the feeling I get from it. And you see, it's difficult because, you know, she has no legs, so... Yeah. And since we don't allow ourselves to be slowed down by anything, we make a connection based on that. What do you mean slowed down by anything? The fact that she has no legs! Emmy looks surprised and points at her legs. You know, because I'm a runner, and Ren's a painter even without arms. So we respect each other's determination. And that's why we hang out. I think. That's as good as answer for me as any. See, I understand that, but Hishio, he's stupid, he's dense, so he probably doesn't understand. Well, I'm not sure that made any sense to me. But from Emmy's sheepish expressions, she's not sure about it either. Honestly, it's not something I think about much. We just get along. I think that's really all that matters. I suppose she's got a point there. Another question strikes me, and since I've got nothing better to do, I ask it. So, what got you into running anyway? Oh, I've been running since I was really little. My dad was a runner, and so as soon as I could walk, he started teaching me how to run. Aw, Daddy's little girl. It was our father-daughter thing, you know? Our own mutual hobby. The shadow crosses her face and I'm shocked to see her looking sad. Oh no sad. Why is it sad? Don't tell me sad. Did something happen between them? Man, I don't have a lot of time left. Sorry, but I gotta get a few more laps in before I go see the nurse. She races off around the track, hair streaming in the wind. Something tells me that she's hiding something about her daddy. It seems to me she's going a lot faster than she was this morning. As she rounds the track, I catch a glimpse at her face. That expression of determination, with the green eyes of a champion. It's much the same as it was this morning, but her eyes seem to have taken on a harder edge. I guess she's right. I don't really know much about her. That's why you have to get to know people. Getting to know you, getting to know all about you. Go watch The King and I. It's a great movie. It's a great musical too. I love the music. I watch her run for a little while and then stand up and head back to my room. Hey! She spots me leaving and waves to catch my attention. Don't forget, same time tomorrow morning. Got it? Got it. I head back to my room. Homework beckons. But homework is so boring. I can't sleep. My body's tired and my mind is kept awake, staring at the ceiling in the hollow darkness of my room. I grasp desperately at a thread of thought, hoping that I can run my brain into the ground. Do you ever have that feeling where it's like you want to sleep but you can't because your mind is working? I normally just start to think of like a movie or a TV show that I've watched and start reciting all the lines in my head. Gets me to sleep. All I can think of is how I can't think of anything. Now, that's not productive at all. No, it's not. I wonder if this is a side effect of my medication, though it seems odd for it to take so long to show up. Then again, maybe I'm not as used to my new surroundings as I think I'd like to think. I don't know, but for whatever reason I'm awake and I shouldn't be. This is ridiculous. Ignoring my body's stiffness, I get out of my bed and look at my clock. 4 in the morning! Last time I checked it was only 1. Maybe I slept a little. I don't know. I throw on some clothes and head out of my room. A walk might do me some good. So, a nightly walk. Seems like this would be a good time to stop. But like and favorite, you've enjoyed, subscribe, of course, and share this. Also, if you guys would want me to continue Katawa Shoujo, but on a different route, with somebody else, go ahead and leave it in the comments, and maybe I'll do it, because kind of have one story and then another story, because I don't know, it seems like that would be kind of fun. So I guess I'll see you guys next time. I'm out there in YouTube land. Yeah.
Bullseye.